Hello guys, good morning. My name is Alex and today I'll be taking you through on a thorough tutorial on how to use the ROYALQ crypto bots. But before we do that, we would need first of all to see how to even trade on Binance before we can talk of using a bot. Well, if you're watching this video on YouTube or on Vimeo, please feel free to click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we release a new update, you'd be one of the first to get to know of it. And also in the description, there are videos of former YouTube presentations on how to download and register the Royal Q bot. And also, you could get the invitation code in which once you register with our invitation code on RoyalQ, you get to participate in team bonuses and frequent seminars. Now, without much ado, don't distract yourself with what you're seeing on my screen on the profit thus far. This is something that at the end of this presentation, within a 2 week time frame, as you can see here from 29th of May to 12th of June, you too can be a top earner in Royal Q trading with the Royal Q bot. So to begin with, let us go to Binance and I'll put on my data now. Let us go to Binance and see what it means to trade. Now, as a trader, the main thing that comes to mind trading is this. You buy a particular currency at a given position and you want to sell it when it is higher. Let us, for example, look at this Bitcoin versus BUSD. We can see that Bitcoin is for trading or is falling at a minus 6.11% and BNB falling at minus 8%. So let us imagine we want to trade some of these currencies. Let us say I want to trade Solana. I would have to go to the market and type on Sol, that's Solana versus, let's say I want to trade Solana versus USDT. So I'll click on Solana USDT. Now, this is if I want to be a trader myself. So let us expand the market. I'm using a 15-minute time frame. So meaning these candlesticks you're seeing, these things going up and down, these are what we refer to as candlesticks. So these candlesticks you're seeing are in a 15 minutes time frame. So let us now expand it a little bit. So meaning within the last 15 minutes, within the last 15 minutes, the price kind of dropped from this particular region. You can see the price drop to here to 35.87. So in every trade, the main idea of a trade is you buying low. Let me take it. You buying low when it's here, and you want to sell it high when it gets to this position, right? That's the mindset of any trade. Sorry, you might not be able to get the exact description of what I would want you to understand because this is a phone screen. A laptop is a better option for trading if you want to be a trader, a daily trader by yourself. But let us come here. So let us say, for example, we want to enter the market. Naturally, we would want to buy at this lowest position, right? With the hope that we sell it at a higher position. True of us. That is what every market entails. Buying low, selling high. So let us say I want to enter the market and I want to tell myself I would want to make 10% of whatever I'm entering the market with. So let us say I'm buying one Solana. One Solana is $35.8, an average of $35.8. So if I want to buy one Solana now that it is $35.8 for one Solana, and I want to make 10% on this particular Solana I'm buying. So let us go to the calculator first, to our calculator. Now, 10% of 35.8, that will be $3.58. So that means if I'm buying here 35.8 and I want to make 10%, I'll have to sell it when it is $3 higher, meaning when it is about $38, right? That is when I will now say I've made 10% on this particular Solana I have bought. True or false? Now I guess that's the truth there. So but let us look at the market volatility of this period. Has in recent times, has the price of Solana even increased above, to $38? This meaning this is where I'll be selling my Solana if I'm buying 35.8 and I want to sell it at, at 10% gain, which is $38. Meaning I'll have to wait for this price to reach here before I make any gain, right? But let us look at the market in recent times. The last time, in fact, Solana even rose to this point because we're in a bearish market sort of is in days. Let me even take it to a 4-hour trading for us to see it better. So let's go to a four. This is the 4-hour trading. Now you can see it's been a while before it even reached that level of $38. So meaning if, for example, you're a daily trader and you're setting it like this, you're entering the market and you want to take profits at 10% higher. For days or for weeks, you might not even take profits because the price would necessarily have to reach that $38, which is 10% of what you want to 10% of what you entered with before you eventually take profit. So meaning as a normal day-to-day trader, there are days you don't make trade because it has not reached your profit price. So if you are an experienced crypto trader, what do you do? Do you now sell at any given point just because you want to sell, because you want to make a trade that day? I guess not. You would have to wait patiently to hit the profit price. But let us say, as a day trader, you want to think of being smart. You are like, this market is moving up and down. Let's use this analogy now. It's moving from 35 points. Okay, from 35.2, it's moved to 35.5 to 36 and come back again. So you're like, okay, all these small movements, let me be taking it. So let us now say I want to now take 1% so that whenever it's going up and down, I'll be making 1%. If I make 1% 10 times a day, that should be 10%, right? So let us now come here and change this parameter to 1.1% of 35.8, meaning I would have to sell this price when it is 3 cents higher. That's 3 points, or an average of 4 cents. That's 3.9 cents. Okay, let's say 4 cents. So meaning if I'm entering now that it is 35.2, I would want it to sell when it's 35.6. Do you understand? I want it to sell when it's 35.6. Then I also want it when it comes down again to 35.2 or lower, it should buy again and sell when it's 35.6 or higher. If I would want to do this as a normal trader, meaning I would have to be on my Binance or my phone 247 to be able to profit from all these small movements. Because if I'm able to make 4 cents 10 times a day, that is $4 on this particular coin I am trading. I don't know if you are understanding it. Now, that is the idea of crypto bot, having a crypto or a quantitative crypto bot. Now, there are different types of crypto bots we see in Forex and whatever. They function differently, but I'm narrowing down the explanation to ROYALQ, meaning how ROYALQ can help you in benefiting from this market. So let us now go back to ROYALQ and log in to, okay, let us use a coin. So let us imagine I'm in ROYALQ already. If this is strange to you, meaning you don't know how to set this up, to link it to your Binance, don't be scared. In the description, there's a link to the YouTube video where we've done all these, how to link, how to activate your ROYALQ bot and every other thing. So basically here, I'm just teaching you how to set trades. So let's say I want to trade the same Solana, SOL. So I've clicked on Solana now. Now, as a bot, I want to give this bot an instruction. Now, so I need to go to the trade settings over here. So now I'm in the trade settings, and the instruction I want to give this bot now is, hey bot, I want to enter the market with $40. Okay, let's just say I want to buy one Solana, which is 35.8. So let me change here this upper part to 35.8. 35.8. Okay, you can see it here, right? 35.8. So I'm like, hey, but I want to enter this market. So now I want to buy one Solana, for example. I can change this to $350, it depends. Now, this is the instruction I'm giving, but if this price reaches, if it makes 1.1% profit, a 1.1% profit, meaning if it rises by 4 cents from our calculation thus far, I would want you to sell off. Sell this coin and convert it back to USDT for me. Now I've made about 3 cents profit. Then I'll now tell the bot this is the buy-in callback. What does the buy-in callback mean? Let us now come back here. So let us now go to our calculator. You can see 0.5% of 35.8 means if this price drops by 1.7 cents, if the price drops by 1.7 cents here, Remember, we are buying at a given position and we're telling it if it rises by 4 cents, sell off. And after selling off, if it falls by 1.7 cents, then come back and buy this same coin. Now you have kept a profit, which is about 2 point something cent in your USDT wallet, for example. Now you're coming back to buy the same value of 35.8 at the same one Solana again, and you're entering the market. Now, the same thing now happens again. If this one I have bought also, this new one I have bought, if it rises again by 1.1%, sell off. And if this is the buying callback, if the price falls again by another 0.5%, I want you to buy back. Now, this is what ordinarily you'd have been doing by yourself morning till evening on Binance, and you will discover you are stressed at the end of the day. And you might not even be able to hit it because before you start calculating, before you just you can see the way I'm minimizing to check my calculator, what's the next time to buy. But now you've given an express instruction to this bot that will be working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 30 days a month. And the beautiful thing is, you only paying $100 to activate this bot. That's just the beautiful thing with this whole idea. Now, this earning callback is basically, let us come back here. Now, you discover that, okay, now you discover that this fluctuation takes place in little time and it does not take place once. It moves up and it comes down, it moves and it comes back. Now, you're telling the bot that this earning callback means once the price is 0.1% within the range, either lower or higher, I want you to execute immediately. So this is more like I want you to, once it reaches this price, even if it increases by 0.1, execute immediately. Even if it reaches this price and it is falling back, you can see the price going up and down. Okay, let's just take a look at it again. Now, if you're monitoring this graph, you can see it's before you know it moves up and it's moving down, up and down. So what you're trying to say now is, as soon as you reach this price, even if it's moving down, but as soon as it clicks, even if at it wants to move down by 0.1, I want you to what? Execute immediately. So that's why you see this at a 0.1 minute. Instant execution. I don't know, I'm sure by now we now understand the meaning of these three parameters. Then let us now come to these advanced settings. Now, in these advanced settings, you can change it depending on what you want. Now, you can see 7 times. 7 times, I can change it to 4, for example. Now, what this simply means in the advanced settings is, what if the market is a bearish market like we're having right now? What if the price falls? That is why here you can see this. What if the price falls by minus 3.5%? What I'm simply telling the bot now is, since it's falling by minus 3% or 3.5%, I want you to buy two times the initial money I used, which was what? $37.8 here. I want you to buy 2 times of it. If it falls eventually to minus 4%, meaning the price drops by 4%. Now let us come back here. You can see the price here is minus 10, meaning within the last 24 hours, Solana has fallen by 11%. This is 11.11% within the last 24 hours. So the instruction is, okay, if for example, it falls by extra 5%, for example, I want you to buy 16 times the value. These values are changeable. You can change them, for example, look at. So I can say, okay, what if I want you to, if the first instruction, if you fall by 5%, I want you to buy one time the value, meaning just buy extra one Solana or $38.5 USDT worth of Solana. That will even give you more than one because then the price has fallen by 5%. So you should have 5% more value of the Solana. So if the price also falls by 8%, for example, I still want you to buy one extra value. This is the programming you are giving a bot. Now, I can decide to change this. Okay, I want it to be about 8 number of calls, meaning I want this to be like 9, for example. So you can see ninth call, meaning I'm giving it 9 layers of instruction. If it falls by any of this value, continue buying. Now, the whole idea of crypto, like I said, is this. You buying deep. This is the new deep now. You're buying deep to sell high. So even if you're entering the market at this point, you're telling the bot, if you go up, sell. But in case the market comes down at various intervals, if it's here, you buy here. If it's here, you buy here. If it's here, you buy here. At the various intervals, the market is falling. Now, the good thing with this is so that once you buy at these various dips, you buy at, for example, let's say you're buying at the ninth dip, Your initial one that you bought, the one you entered with the market, you are not losing it. What happens is that one will be floating. By floating, it means the bot cannot sell it because it has not acquired the desired profit for that particular value you bought at your initial entry price. Now, if the price also falls below this 3.5 and it falls to 4.5, this value you are buying at this 2.5, 3.5 will be floating because what? The bot has not reached the trigger price to sell it off and make the profit for you. This same thing happens here. So let us say you're at the last dip you bought at, let's say, minus 12% or something. If the price begins to appreciate, so the value you are buying here, once it reaches this initial 1.1% take profit, for example, it sells this one off. You make 1.1% profit on this last value you bought as a ninth call. If it now reaches the eighth call and the value appreciates more than what you bought at the eighth call, it sells off and you make the 1.1% value at this one you bought at the eighth call. Same thing happens, same thing happens, same thing happens till you now eventually get to the first call and you sell it off. So let us imagine the ninth call, it has sold off the ninth call, and eventually the price comes back again by that 0.5 callback, which is this 0.5 buy in callback. It will still sell the ninth one and buy it back to make the profit for only this ninth one. So same thing is applicable for all of them. Now this is what you on your own would not be able to do 247 online. And this is what the crypto is taking advantage of. So despite the fact it is like this, let us now look. Is it possible for a day to come by, without you trading, even using this 1.1? Like despite the fact that you just want a 1.1 profit, or you're not even looking for 10 yet. But is it still possible for you to trade in a day with this 1.1 profit margin and you still don't make any profit at all? Yes, it is very, very, very possible, especially in a bearish market. Let us come back. Now, let us imagine. So imagine, let's just look at this place. Within the last 24 hours, Solana has fallen with 11.19% on the average. So let us now look at this present price. Let us see how much. So let us look at 11% of $35. Let's go back to our calculator. 11% of $35.8. Okay, 35, not 95, 35.8. That is about $3.9. An average of $4 is what it has dropped. This tells us that in the last 24 hours, Solana was at $39. Solana was at $39. And as at now, comparing between the last 24 hours and now, it has fallen by 10%, which means that's why it is at $35. So if you had bought here yesterday and you have said you want to take a 1.1% profit, and since between yesterday and now, the price has not even gone up by 1.1, would you be making profit? Definitely you won't make any profit. If you are trading by yourself on Binance, if the price has not gone up, would you want to execute trade just because you want to trade for the day? Definitely not. You'll be patient and wait for it to appreciate above what you bought, right? That is why technical analysis basically has to do with the best time to enter the market. And we know that technical analysis is not 100% sure. It will only give you a guide or an instinct to what to do. So, but let us imagine you are using those other 7 options in the bot. When it fell by 5%, for example, your bot must have bought more of this coin. When it fell by 8%, depending on what you set it, now that it has fallen by 10%, your bot will also buy a value. True of us. Now, if this third buying that the bot did, or the third purchase that the bot made starts increasing by 1.1, you make a profit on this last value, right? And if it also falls by 0.5, or depending on whatever margin you set, it buys it back again. So when it rises with all these small pips, it sells and it buys. So you can see that yes, it is possible you might not make a trade in a day, but it's also possible that in the bearish market entirely, generally from these rises and falling, you can make a whole lot. That is why when you set in a trade in ROYALQ, if for example you're having $100 and you want to trade a coin, it is advisable that you set. But for every coin you want to trade, you set, okay, let's say you set a $10, meaning you're putting $10 to start the market. you should be able to have 70 extra USDT in that is not converted to Solana. This is because if, for example, if you're using 9 calls, you should be able to have 90 extra USDT so that at every of these 9 intervals, in case the market goes deep, you're able to buy at every of these values and begin to sell off and rebuy back depending on the rise and fall of the market. If you're using a 4 call, like a 4 time call, let me change this now to 4. So if you're using a 4 value call, meaning you're using just 4 strategies, meaning for every $10 you are buying of a coin, you should be able to have $40 extra. So at every of these 4 dips, it is able to buy and be able to sell off and rebuy back and make profits. So if you're using $20 to start, for example, meaning for this $20 you are selling, you are using to buy, and you are using a 4 time call, you should be able to have 80 extra dollars so that every of these intervals, let's say, yeah, if I would want to trade, I'll put one, not just one, meaning be buying one times the original value. So at every of these 4 dips, you have 20 dollars for $80 to be able to participate or benefit from these dips. I don't know if you're understanding the logic here right now. So basically, why do people make losses in crypto? It was a professional crypto trader. I've forgotten the name right now, but he said something. Said crypto is a way of taking money from the impatient and giving it to the patient. Now, crypto is not a get rich quick scheme. Get that clear. If you don't have that mindset, then sorry, don't do crypto. If you want to get rich and you think crypto is the easiest way, you can get rich using crypto, but you might not get rich quick. That's why it's not a get rich quick scheme. So what this means is if you're buying a coin and it doesn't appreciate, do you now sell lesser than what you buy just because you are eager to make a trade for that day? Certainly not. You hold the coin, and when it appreciates to the level you want, you do what? You sell it. Now, why people make losses with the bot is this. Let us say you've bought the coin now and everything is there. So for a day or for some hours, the bot has not made any trade because it has not reached the take profit price. Rather, it is buying from your extra USDT and it's buying more of that coin to take advantage of the tip. Some people will be worried like, why is my bot not trading? Why is it not trading? And what do? They come directly to Binance. They go to that coin. They cancel the trade. But they fail to understand that the bot did not trade because it is observing a floating loss, meaning it is waiting for the market to recover before it sell it off. But if you now go and cancel it yourself, you are the one incurring a loss for yourself. That is why on ROYALQ bot, unlike every other bot, you do not make losses. The only thing you lose is your time because the bot is acting on your instruction. Until you reach this place, do not sell. So if the market is not favorable, the bot will never sell for you. So as for losing your money, you can never lose your money. The only thing which would happen is you feel your time is being wasted with that agitation. And that is why a bot is even better for those who are new to trading. Because once you leave it on autopilot, you can only check it once in a while and not everyday thing. I don't know if you're understanding it. Now, this is the first part of the presentation. Now, let me now ask you, how do you make money online? Do you just come online and I'm looking for a way to make money? Now, working online is the same thing as having a normal job. You are creating value. Now, let me also ask you, if you want to do a job and you don't have the value to create, you're not creating any value, then will you get paid? Certainly not. So what now happens is while the boss is working for you, and for those of you who saw me making $700 in a week, let me make this clear. This is a little caveat and a disclaimer. All that money was not made from trading. I'm trading on a $1,000 scale. I mean, I'm trading with $1,000. And let me show you my profit margin from trading alone. So from trading alone, you can see here revenue. Within this same period of 2 weeks, I've made $116, which is 10% of my income. So in making 10% of your capital in 2 weeks, it is not a bad investment at all. And hopefully, if the market continues to flow, making another 10% for the month, making 20% in a month, it is not a bad investment to do in crypto. But however, how did I now take advantage of this opportunity to make $797, $3 away from $800? Is the fact that RoyalQ is a company that is looking for, it's out to expand its tent in all parts of the world. It's because basically it's an Indonesian company, though, and it's out to expand all itself in all parts of the world. And for those of us who are into forex and crypto, you know, Indonesians, when it comes to trading and the whole use of bots, they are top notch in creation of bots. Now, the company is offering a principle. And this is a free, if you should pay me for giving you this knowledge actually. Now basically the company, since it wants to expand, they are saying this bot costs $100. But if you're able to sell a bot using your unique invitation code, and this is how you get your invitation code, you come to share and this is your invitation code. So if you're using this unique invitation code and anybody is buying a bot under your name or under your invitation code, would give you $30. Now, imagine selling this bot to 10 crypto enthusiasts, people who are interested in crypto. That is $300, which you can add to what's it called now? You can add to what you are trading with on Binance. So, what this means is even if you're having $100 and you don't know where to start from, and the $100 is all that you have, it means that it is possible for you to activate this bot, engage in the network marketing aspect of this bot, and in return, make your capital that you can start trading with. Now, the beautiful thing about the bot is this: you are trading strictly on your Binance, meaning everything is done in your Binance. You are only setting the instructions from the bot. That is why even when you make a profit and you want to withdraw the profit, you can see I've withdrawn a whole lot of profits here. I can't let me locate my the profits. What I've gotten is okay. You can see various withdrawals. How do I even? Okay, let me check the withdrawn profits. Okay, let me just pause it. As you can see, the notifications on my gains, on my quantification gains is even more than my withdrawals. So this is a withdrawal of $42 USDT made to my Binance. We can check the dates there. These are all trades, all notifications of trades. This is a $10 bonus. So you can see various gains. So what this simply means is this: you can invest in the network marketing aspect by sharing this opportunity, and you can make a whole lot of gains which you can use in boosting your Binance. And the beautiful thing about RoyalQ is this: it is secure in the sense that when you go to your Binance, let's go back to Binance. Let's go to the home page. So you can see more over here. And let us go to API management. Now, when you go to your API restrictions, you can discover that this bot is only able to do two things on your Binance. It is able to read the market and is able to do only spot trading. As for withdrawals, the bot cannot withdraw from your account. It cannot enable margin. It cannot permit universal transfer, and it cannot enable vanilla options. For those who do programming, vanilla option is like having an asset to re-edit everything, another program. So it does not have any of these four options. What does that mean? Your money is secure in your Binance. The bot has nothing to do with your money, so you are sure of your money. Now, if this opportunity you have gotten to know today would change your life in the shortest possible time, would you take it or would you still be skeptical? Now, note this: if you have no value or if you're not offering any value, then trust me, if you're making any money but you're not offering value, then it's always a shady deal, because every value is you are being paid for offering something to society. Even crypto trading, you're offering your money to make more money. That's why you're trading crypto. That's why it's a trade. It's no, just the same way you're buying a goods to sell it. That's the value. Same thing with networking. You are seeing an opportunity that will change lives and you're sharing this opportunity to others. So basically, I hope, like the way we do in debates, I hope with these few points of mine, well, I'm kidding though, but I hope you've been able to benefit a whole lot from this opportunity. Well, this is just more of a gift from me to you or to whoever would be listening or will be sharing from this knowledge. So, like I said, in the description of this video, you could get my contact, reach me on WhatsApp. You could get the invitation code. You could get the link to even watch YouTube videos on how to register and activate your account. And don't forget, you could also join our Telegram group. We have the link in the description. Also, join the Telegram group to participate also in our various lectures on Telegram. Okay, and just a quick reminder. The take profit ratio can be changed. It is not static. I use 1.1 because I feel that's what works for me logically, as I explained to you in the video. You could decide to change it to 5 if you want to be taking 5%. Probably if it's a bullish market and the price increase is mad, you could change it to 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever. If it's in a bearish market like now, you could change it to 1.1. So that is not fixed. Then the second aspect which people might want to ask question is if the referral aspect or the networking aspect of it is compulsory. It is not compulsory. In fact, the reason why I had to share this is basically I know I'm creating this video for a whole lot of young people, people who really want to start something great with the crypto world but don't have the funds. So basically, this is an opportunity that maximizes two things: how to trade for you safely on crypto, and secondly, how you can raise extra or spare money from networking. So it is not compulsory to do the networking aspect, trust me. And it is also possible there are some people who just activate the bot. They don't want to trade first. They want to get more money from the networking aspect, then pay it into the Binance and start trading. It is fine either way. So it's not a strict jacketed thing. Just to quickly clarify those two aspects.